Welcome, welcome. We are here with Melissa Hickson from Prime Residential Property Management, who has joined us to share a little bit of her expertise and experience. Now, Melissa is a member of our membership, the Content Club, and she has also been here in the group participating inside the Social Summit. And Mel's primary platform is actually LinkedIn. So I thought it would be useful to find out a few of Mel's little tips and tricks and the success she's had on LinkedIn. So Mel, tell us a little bit about why you like LinkedIn so much.
Look, I just think that, to be honest, I don't think a lot of property managers use the platform the way that it's really designed for. I think it's a really great platform to connect with people that can potentially connect you with other people that that can potentially grow your business. So for me, when I started the business in my area, like I didn't really know anybody. I never really worked where I lived. So I had to kind of build relationships with people that were within my area that I didn't really know. And yeah, like LinkedIn was one of the ways that I managed to do that. So what I would do is I would look at who was within my area. That's how I started. I started looking with who's in my area and then connecting with those people. And because a lot of property managers don't utilize the platform, I kind of think that like I'm not an expert. I'm not a LinkedIn expert. I just do what works for me, I suppose. But yeah, I think that I found that when people were looking at a property manager within the area and looking at the content that was created, that I do manage to stand out against other property managers on the LinkedIn platform because I'm quite consistent on there, if that makes sense.
So can I ask, when you say connecting with people who are in your area, are you strategic about who you're connecting with? What sorts of people are you choosing to connect with?
I get random connections all the time. Like I probably get myself on LinkedIn, I probably get about 5 to 10 connections a day. So they could be like random people. It could be people that, are trying to get my business, VAs and, telemarketers and stuff like that. And I don't necessarily connect with those people because they're not really people that I'd want to work with. But, there could be just someone that is connected with someone that I'm connected with, and I come up as someone, it's like the same as Facebook because there's people that you might know. That actually is the same in LinkedIn. So if we've got like 50 mutual connections, those people may connect with me. So I don't connect with every single person, but I do connect with most people that want to connect with me. So that's the first thing. But I guess being strategic with also who you connect with, like I want to keep my data clean. So what I mean by clean is I want to connect with people that are relevant to my industry and relevant to me. Yeah.
So, so people who could become like referral partners for you, or are local business owners who might know people who own property in the area and that sort of thing.
Yeah. So I work it both ways. So for me, I purposely connect with people that could be a strategic alliance. So I look at, mortgage brokers, accountants, all those kinds of people that are within my area. I don't necessarily like connect with them and then message them and say, hey, let's catch up. However, one of my goals is to connect with 2 referral partners a week. That's something that I do that's my own goal. And one of the ways that I do that is through LinkedIn because it's actually quite a warm connection with people. So, you connect with them. You can send them a message and say, hey, thanks for the connection. Let's catch up for a coffee or a virtual coffee if you're in Melbourne right now. So you could go down that avenue if you wanted to. I don't necessarily always do that. But if I feel that they would have great synergy, then yes, I would potentially look at doing that. So I kind of work it both ways. So referral partners is one, and that's pretty much the primary way that I've actually been able to build my referral partners is through LinkedIn.
Wow.
So that's one aspect, but on the other aspect, it could be potential landlords as well. So like if I miss a lead, They go with a cheaper agent. That's cool. I would add them on LinkedIn.
Clever.
And then I'm in front of them all the time, but I'm not contacting them all the time. So I'm there because I provide content and my content is useful. If they follow me on social media, you sort of see, I'm pretty raw with what I do kind of thing. So, and that's kind of my brand, and it's not really forceful being in front of them.
Yeah.
But I'm still there. So when, things go upside down with another agent, hopefully I'm number one. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the content that you're sharing on LinkedIn, do you share the same stuff on LinkedIn that you would share on Instagram and Facebook, or what are you doing with that?
I share the same content. So for me, I think that people like to do business with people that they like. So like yesterday, I put up a video that was educational or a success story. I also put up a photo, because I'm in lockdown, of me doing exercise outside with my dog. And I just kind of changed the script a little bit, but I said, exercising in the sun, it's one of the perks of working at home is hanging out with my dog. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
To try and engage content. So I personally put it on all platforms. I suppose you don't have to, but I share all my content. So I'm the same on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Awesome. Because I think it's really easy. I know that for me, it's really easy to think that I have to be super professional and not show my personality on LinkedIn, but I can show my personality on Facebook and Instagram. But I love that point about the fact that people want to do business with people that they actually feel like they know. So why wouldn't you share that on LinkedIn as well?
Well, even now they've also got LinkedIn stories. So LinkedIn stories is like Instagram stories. So if you so I might put a photo up. For example, I'm a Collingwood supporter. Don't hold it against me. But if I put up a photo of me watching the footy, I might put that on my LinkedIn story and my Insta story. But say we're playing Essendon and or playing an opposition team, and someone gives me a bit of banter.
Yeah.
That goes straight to my inbox. So that's like a direct contact with someone. It's exactly the same as Instagram.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, if you want to do sorry, Ellen, if you want to do the professional, people want to keep it professional in terms of that's up to them. So I guess it depends on each person. Like for me, I'm pretty real and raw. So that's my choice. Yeah.
And I love that. And I saw that post with you and Zena, your dog.
Yes.
So if you were to give just like a tip or two to those of us who are watching this video about using LinkedIn, what's your big tip?
My big tip is literally just to be consistent with it. Like, I don't think property managers are very consistent on the platform, because I think maybe they think it might be, a hiring platform or, people that are trying to win their business. And there is that on there. There is definitely that on there. But for me, I'm very strategic with my LinkedIn. I do try and connect with people that are relevant to my industry, potentially that have access to investors before they become investors. That's kind of my mindset. So if I see an accountant that's connected with someone that we've got 20 mutual connections, I will connect with them because they're relevant to my industry. So my big tip would just be consistent with it, because if you're consistent, you're right there in front of people, and it's the same. It's no different to Facebook or Instagram. If you're consistent with it, it's more so maybe a better avenue to connect with people that could be strategic alliances, and get in front of them and have a warm conversation with them as well. That would be my tip.
I love that, Mel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing
You're welcome.
those little pieces of advice with us all. We love having you inside the Content Club, and I'm so grateful that you've joined us in the Social Summit as well. So thank you so very much for sharing.
You're welcome.
For those of you who are watching this video, you're welcome to go and check out Mel. I will pop her what do you want? Instagram, Facebook handle in the comments below. I'll pop Mel's social details in the comments below so that you can go and check her out and connect with her there.
Yeah, and you're welcome to reach out to me. I mean, like I said, I'm no expert. You know, I've been self-taught everything I kind of do. So, but I'm happy to go through what I do and how I use the platform. And I probably definitely spend about 15 minutes a day on it, at least. So, you know, and that's about being consistent as well. So yeah, if anyone wants to reach out, they're welcome to do that.
Thank you so very much for that, Mel. Thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
And I look forward to catching up with you again soon.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.